YouTube is bigger than ever, with over 1 billion users consuming user-uploaded content every single day. This has allowed for the rise of YouTubers, a new breed of self-made entertainers and celebrities, each with their own fan bases. Some exploit this status for their own gain, but others use it to provide phenomenal content for us to enjoy. My name is Jonny RaZeR, so sit back and get ready as we discuss a perfect YouTuber. Scott the Woz is a perfect YouTuber. There are very few people on this platform that can match this man's level of consistency in the quality of his uploads. With most YouTubers, the first video on their channel is often pretty cringy, because they haven't quite figured out what they want their content to be. But from the very beginning, Scott has had the exact same level of quality. Now, his camera and mic might be a little shoddy, and his energy and delivery might not be there completely, but the structure of his videos and the quality of his writing have remained the same over the years. Now, he did have another channel from when he was still but a mere child, a mere baby, and it's rightfully cringy. He's like 12 in those videos, so it makes sense. But the Scott the Woz series with the iconic blue border and background have remained the same. He has just such a great format in these videos that just makes them a treat to watch. Starts with a joke, goes into the main topic, cuts away to a joke, rinse repeat until the conclusion and final joke. His first video in this series was released in 2017 with the reveal of the Switch, and it covered his wish list for the system. Up until that point, he had several other videos on the channel, including The Internet and You, which is an absolute masterpiece. But I consider this to be his first true video because it introduced the quirky style that we all love. It was his outlet for talking about the quote stupid Nintendo games that he loved. But from day one, everything was there. From the "Hey all Scott here" to the blue border to the background, it was all there day one. And this included his now iconic theme song, Breakout, from the PS3 title 3D Game Heroes. But just because you have all the ingredients and format for a good Scott the Woz video, that doesn't automatically make it good. So how does the video hold up today? It's actually exactly what you'd expect from Scott today. You got your intro joke, you got your cutaways, but one thing I found kind of weird was he had an outro.
But please let me know what you wish to see on not only the Nintendo Switch presentation coming up on January 12th, but the Nintendo Switch in general. Please let me know. Well, everybody, good luck out there, and see you later.
Him saying goodbye to the audience was something I honestly didn't expect, because in nearly every other video he ends with that one final gag. A gag that is then elevated by the cutaway to the outro music. But while this outro was very awkward, it's still charming because it just shows Scott's personality. And it shows that even when he found his formula for success, he still had room for improvement. But then literally the next video, he ended it with one of his classic gags, so I don't think it even really matters.
I'm a sucker.
But now that we've talked a little bit about his past, let's look to the present. While Scott's content style has remained roughly the same, the man has improved a lot over the years and started to actually tell stories through the format of an informative gaming video. Now, I'd put his videos into 3 categories. You have the purely gaming or information-focused videos, gaming videos with a story, and skits. Now, these 3 types are more of a spectrum as each shares elements from one another at times, but breaking them up like this makes it a little easier to describe the distinct differences between them. Let's talk first about the purely gaming focused videos. These are similar to what you'd expect from Jontron and the Normal Boots crew back from like 2010 to 2013. These are the angry video game nerd Jontron style reviews or talks about a specific game or gaming related item. These videos are much more educational, or rather informative, as they allow Scott to just talk about something he's passionate about. And obviously there are different jokes and cutaways sprinkled throughout for entertainment purposes, but these don't detract from the information, they add to it. A great example of this is his video on video game packaging. It's 45 minutes of him just talking about different video game boxes, and most of the jokes are closely related to the overall subject, so they flow so nicely that you don't even realize what happened. You're just along for the ride.
There's a simple little Dreamcast logo in the corner, which is something I'm sure you've noticed Japanese games do a lot. Just a simple logo in the corner, nothing crazy, they respect your intelligence. Overseas? Do you think they get it?
Now, Scott also has more story-driven videos, or just videos where the jokes are in skit form. I want to say that this trend started with the Madden 08 Christmas video, where yes, he talked about the game, but the latter half of the video was purely plot-focused. And we'll talk more about the plot later on, but the idea of an overarching story in a YouTube gaming series has rarely been done before this point. The only thing I can really think of that's similar was Jontron's Starcade series, but this isn't one contained story or a mere inside joke. The story is overarching throughout the entirety of Scott's channel, with iconic characters such as Chet Shaft and Wendy's employee. These characters bring a sense of cohesion to the Wozniak cinematic universe that make each little arc in the Scott the Woz stories so fun to watch. There are many examples of videos with their own story or skit. The Game Store's video is a very iconic example of a one-off video that introduced a character while being its own thing. The video itself is entertaining and funny with cutaway skits based on the information that Scott provides, and the characters like Chet Shaft, the Games on the Shelf manager, would appear later in other videos. Other videos follow this style, like the WiiWare Chronicles or the more recently released Dark Age of Nintendo, that are a short series in the Scott the Woz lore with a more self-contained story that branches out between different videos. These are then repackaged and re-released as their own complete series video, quote-unquote. That's just every video put together so it can be more easily enjoyed. Now, this brings us to the fully skit-focused videos, and these are some of Scott's greatest masterpieces, and they display his sense of humor perfectly. These videos take the characters of the Wozniak cinematic universe and create an actual story based on the bits and inside jokes on the channel. And I can't talk about this without mentioning It's Awesome Baby. It is the perfect example of this. The first few minutes include a musical number about Madden, and then a review of Dick Vitale's Awesome Baby College Hoops. But the rest of the video explores an alternate universe where the only sports game you can play is Dick Vitale's Awesome Baby College Hoops, and the antics that Scott and his compatriots go on make this video such a fun time. This video is a masterpiece, and it's everything that Scott's humor stands for. And the best part is, you know, it was planned from the minute he started his channel. Awesome Baby College Hoops had been sitting in his genesis for the past 100 episodes up to that point, so it's understandable that this video was an absolute banger. But the fact that Scott can just make his own stories in these videos with plot points that affect future videos is insane. Like in his Gaming Mysteries videos, he goes to a dinner party where everyone dies. And later on, to pay off debt, he hosts a charity gala for recent murder victims, and then goes to court with said murder victims. And the court video itself is a wild 10-minute ride where you have no idea what's going on, but it is amazing. And he doesn't even stop to talk about stupid Nintendo games. It's great. But Scott making these videos shows that he's just a passionate creator that makes the content that he wants to make. And it doesn't matter what the topic of his next video is. I'm gonna enjoy it. I know I'm gonna enjoy it. For all I care, he could talk about a Pringles can for 20 minutes. That's just the level that he's at. Like, you know it's gonna be good. Scott also has a second channel called Scott's Stash, which is a mix of archived content from before his current content style and bloopers from the Skit-focused videos. And this adds such a unique homemade feel to his content that just makes him feel that much more genuine. It reminds me of when my friends and I would make videos for Spanish projects or for English class. And I'm glad to see that he made this channel, because it's just such a nice way to see more behind the scenes and see what his process is like. Scott has revolutionized his genre of content, and he's doing it his own way. He's been such an inspiration for me personally in making my channel. He proves that if you're passionate enough about something, that you can use that passion to create great content. I'd say what makes him a perfect YouTuber is that passion and the consistency that that passion brings. Everything he does it because he wants to. He censors all the swear words that he uses, but he doesn't do it to maintain monetization on YouTube. He does it because he thinks it's just funnier. Each one of his videos is an absolute gem, and I can't wait to see where the story that he's crafting goes in the future. But anyway, I've been Johnny RaZeR. If you liked what you saw, feel free to drop a like, and if you want to see more, you can hit that subscribe button to have my videos recommended to you in the future. But wait, you know what? This isn't how Scott would end a video. I think this video needs a better send-off than that. Now, what would Scott do? I feel like he'd just go to CVS or something. I bought Lil Yachty soap.